Hello, everybody. This is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics bringing to you Game 8 of the King of the Hill tournament. Today we have the 1911 New York Giants playing the 1910 Chicago Lelands. The Lelands are the King of the Hill. They've won 2 and lost 0. That ties them with a couple other teams. Today they can become the top King of the Hill teams in this project so far. Today's game features 2 epic managers, John McGraw of the New York Giants and Rube Foster of the Chicago Lelands Giants. It's going to be a little confusing today. Both teams are Giants. We'll call the Chicago team the Lelands. We'll try to do that. But John McGraw managed for just under 30 years. Connie Mack managed 31 years, a little bit more. He won 10 pennants. Casey Stengel also won 10 pennants. By the way, Casey Stengel played for John McGraw in 3 of his pennant-winning teams, and McGraw was kind of a mentor to Casey Stengel. McGraw's success, though, came out of a severe tragedy in his life. His father was a Civil War veteran. McGraw was born in the 1870s. I think about 1873. But his father, as a Civil War veteran, after the war, moved to Thruxton, New York, and worked for the railroad. The family, though, was poor, and a diphtheria epidemic moved through Thruxton, New York in 1885. McGraw was 12 years old, and tragically, McGraw lost his mother and 4 siblings to the diphtheria epidemic. Father became somewhat abusive after that and did not approve of his John's love of baseball. He would beat John McGraw, and eventually McGraw worked out an agreement to move in with a lady who lived in the town who owned a hotel, and he lived there instead of with his abusive father. Went on to become a great manager. Even before 1900, he won a few pennants. Started out with the St. Louis Cardinals for a year, then the Baltimore Orioles, and then he went to the New York Giants. Left the Orioles in a dispute with, I think, Van Johnson, the head of the American League, and then managed many years, winning a lot of pennants with the New York Giants. We mentioned Rube Foster yesterday. He was a pitcher. He was a great manager. He was also a great leader of men, also a great baseball executive, and the founder of the Negro National League in 1920, which was founded in Kansas City at the Paseo YMCA on 20th Street. Rube Foster became famous in Philadelphia with his Royal Giants, and was with the Royal Giants, I think, since about 1907. He managed them. Then he took many of his best players, went to Chicago and joined the Lelands. And just before the 1910 season, he took his team to the California Winter League and became the first team to integrate the California Winter League. His hope was, and we mentioned this the last time they played, his hope was to get a couple all African-American leagues teams into the major leagues. That never succeeded, so he ended up founding his own league. John McGraw's Giants against Rube Foster's Chicago Leland Giants. One other thing about today's game, watch the video a couple of days by Giles Thibault. He has a YouTube sports entertainment channel. He's mostly known for his Apba football. He also plays a lot of master Apba baseball on his channel. And he did a video showing how quick you can play an Apba baseball game. He knew of he likes to play long seasons, and there are many sports gamers who like to play complete seasons, which require a lot of games. And so he knew of one guy, his last name was Russell, I'm sorry, I don't know his first name, who had played something like 80,000 Apba games in his life. He's since passed away. But he used to play his games in about 10 to 15 minutes. And so Charles Thibault wanted to show that that is possible and how that's possible. Today we're going to play this game quickly and see how soon we could get through, because as you know, many of these sports gamers like to play several games a day and play through complete seasons and longer projects, which is something you really can't do on the YouTube channel. This is a long project we're working on here. It's probably going to be about 80 or 100 games to it, but there's lots of little things going on within it. I think hopefully it will hold everyone's interest. Anyway, we're going to play a quicker version of Apba. I'm still going to have the scoreboard here, but it's going to move faster. We shall see. All right, first of all, the starting lineup for the New York Giants: DeVore, Doyle, Snodgrass, Murray, Merkel, Myers, Fletcher, Herzog, and Ames. Red Ames is the pitcher. He's a grade B pitcher. I think he's a grade B. Let me double check. Yeah, BYZ pitcher. And then for the Lelands, they have Duncan, Booker, Hill, Pop, Lloyd, Johnson, Petway, Pryor, Payne, and Doherty is the pitcher. Pat Doherty is a grade B pitcher with an X strikeout modifier. All right, here we go with the first pitch of the game. Josh DeVore up there. I want to note the time. It's 11:07 Kansas City time. So 61 is a leadoff walk to Josh DeVore, runner on first. No outs. Here's Larry Doyle. 31 is a base hit by Larry Doyle. First and second for the Giants. Nobody out. He brings up Fred Snodgrass. 4-2 is another base on balls, and just as we're trying to play quick Apba, we may get a lot of runs in this game. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here is Red Murray. 1-1 roll, and that's going to get some runs home right away. 54 is a double for Murray, and that is going to be let's see if that's a bases clearing double. That is going to be, with the bases loaded, a 6-8 triple, but use double column cards, use 4, so it's a double. And runners advance 2 bases, so DeVore scores, Doyle scores, Snodgrass goes to third, and Murray is at second. It is 2-0 Giants, and Doherty has yet to get anybody out. But Merkel, runner at second, 1-2, 25. That's going to be the first out in the game. Murray goes to third on the ground out to second base. 1 out. Murray at third. Chief Myers. 4-4 is a 7. That's a base hit, and that's going to score Murray. 3-0 Giants. Arthur Fletcher. 6-5 is a pop-up behind home plate, caught by the catcher. 2 outs, runner on first. Here is Buck Herzog. 3-3, hit column roll for Herzog. 5-3 is a run-scoring double. Myers will score since there are 2 outs in the inning. RBIs for Herzog. 4-0 in the first inning by John McGraw's New York Giants. Red Ames comes to bat, and the Giants will hit around through the order in the first inning. 1-5 is a 38. 38 is a single line drive, hits the pitcher, runner to third. So now we got first and third, and Pat Daughtry is injured. So we got to find a new pitcher for the Leland Giants. Daughtry goes only 2/3 of an inning. And the new pitcher is going to be Cyclone Lindsay, Negro League staffs were not deep. He is a DY pitcher. The pitcher aims at first. We've got Herzog at third, and back through the lineup we go. Josh DeVore. Still in the top of the first inning, 6-6 roll for DeVore. This might be an epic blowout. 35 is a triple for Josh DeVore. That scores 2 more runs. And puts a runner at third. 6-0 New York Giants in the first inning. 2 outs, DeVore's at third. Lefty Larry Doyle. 1-1 roll. That's a hit column roll for Doyle. 55. That's going to be a home run. 8-0. First inning. This game is on pace to be like 72-0. Fred Snodgrass, 32, is a ground out to second base. 3 outs. So that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 runs on 7 hits. Go to the bottom of the first inning. 8-0 New York Giants. Right here is Frank Duncan. The first. 5-2 is a 27. That's a ground out to third base. 1 down. Pete Booker. 4-6 is a ground out to third base. 2 outs. And now Pete Hill. 6-4 is a base hit for Pete Hill. It's a single off of the pitcher. Pop Lloyd, the shortstop, maybe the best shortstop ever in the Negro Leagues. 1-5 is going to be a single right field. Hill goes to third, first and third. And you can't score 8 runs at a time, but it will sure help the Lelands cause if they can at least get 1 hit. Home run Johnson. 6-4 is a 42. And that is a hit by pitch ball. Loading the bases. Bruce Petway. 3-4 is a fly out to center field. So they load the bases but don't score. Go to the top of the second inning. It's 8-0 New York Giants. Red Murray leads off the top of the second. 6-2 is a ground out to second base. 1 away. Fred Merkle. 3-1 is a base hit for Merkle. Here is Chief Myers. 26 is a 6-4-3 double play. The one's a hit in the second inning. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 8-0 New York Giants. Wes Parr leads off for the Leland Giants in the last of the second. 5-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 down. Here's Jet Payne. 3-2 is a roller to second base. And now the pitcher, Bill Lindsay. 1-5 is a against the B is a fly out the center field. Top of the third. 8-0 New York Giants. Right, Red Ames will lead off. No, let's see, not Red Ames. It's going to be Arthur Fletcher, the third baseman today. 2-5 is a single by Fletcher. We're going to use straight up basic Apba since we're playing fast, and that's going to be followed by a stolen base. Runner at second, no outs. Buck Herzog, 53, is a 20 against fielding column 1. That's a single through second base, and the runner goes to third. First and third, no outs. Pitcher, Red Ames. 51 is a swing and miss, strike 3, 1 out. Top of the order, and Josh DeVore. 2-5 is a 11. That's a single. And the runner will steal on the next pitch, single to left field, one runner scores. Not necessarily a steal, single to left, one runner scores. That's Fletcher. Herzog goes to second. Unless he's fast, he'll go to third. Oh, he is fast. He does go to third. So first and third again, and it does not give the option to steal. Usually 11 does, but we got first and third. One out, one in. It's 9-0. Larry Doyle, 3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll for Doyle. And 6-4 is a triple for Larry Doyle. That's going to score 2 runs. Doyle has already hit single, homered, and tripled. It's got 4 RBIs. It's now 11-0. 11-0 Giants. Runner at third. One out. 56 is a 40. They're feeling column 1. The Giants are feeling column 3. But that's a pop out to the shortstop. 2 outs. Red Murray. By 3 is a 17, and that's an error on the right fielder. Scores an unearned run. 12-0 Giants. Fred Murphy with runner at first. 43 is a comebacker back to Lindsay. He throws the runner out at first. There were 4 runs on 4 hits. Bottom of the third inning, Giants 12, and the Leland Giants nothing. All right, Lindsay is going to have to wear it. They don't have one other guy in a bullpen. Frank Duncan, the top of the order, leads off for the Leland Giants. 3-3 roll. That's a base hit for Duncan. Pete Booker, first baseman, 1-4 is a fly out the left, 1 out. Pete Hill, 31 is a 8 against a B with a runner at first. Ground out to third, runner goes to second. 2 outs. Pop Lloyd. 4-6 is a swing and miss for strike 3. The run's a hit. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 12-0 New York Giants. Okay, leading off for the Giants, we got Myers, Fletcher, and Herzog. Bottom of the order. We've already been through the order almost 3 times already. Chief Myers, 1-5 is a leadoff single by Chief Myers. He is 2 for 3. Myers at first with no outs. Here is Arthur Fletcher. 4-6 is a double play ground out to third base. 5-4-3. 2 outs, nobody on base. Buck Herzog. 4-3 is a roller back to the pitcher, Lindsay, who throws out Herzog at first. No runs on a hit. Bottom of the fourth, 12-0, New York Giants. All right, Grant Home Run Johnson leads off for the Chicago Lelands. 4-3 is a comebacker back to Ames, 1 out. Brings up Bruce Petway, the catcher. Good defensive catcher. He's a Hall of Famer. 6-4 is a 36. Ball 1. Unless the pitcher has a W, he's got control though. 22 is a base hit for Petway. 1 out. Lelands have a runner at first. Whip fire. 6-4 is a swing and miss, strike 3. 2 outs in the man at first. Jack Payne 3-3 is a 6. And with 2 outs, Petway will score. First run for the Leland Giants. Here's the pitcher, Bill Lindsay. 4-1 is a roller to the shortstop for the 3rd out. 1 run on 2 hits. Top of the 5th inning, 12-1. The New York Giants used to stick a 12-sided dice up there, but I'm not going to take time to do that. Or actually, a 20-sided dice to show the correct number. Red Ames will lead off for the New York Giants. 46 is a ground out to 3rd base. 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Top of the order, and Josh DeVore. 3-5 is a base on balls. DeVore takes first with 1 out. Larry Doyle. 3-6 is a base on balls. So Doyle's looking for a double to hit for a cycle. He's at first. DeVore's at second. 1 down. Fred Snodgrass. 1-6 is a 28. That might be a double play. Let me double check. It is a double play ground out to the shortstop. So no runs and no hits. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 12-1, New York Giants. Top of the order for the Lelands. Frank Duncan leads off. 4-4 is a 8 against a B pitcher. That's a fly out to center field. Duncan's 1 for 3 on the day. Brings up first baseman Pete Booker. 1-2 is a ground out to second base. 2 outs, and Pete Hill. 4-6 is a ground out to 3rd base. Top of the 6th. 12-1, New York Giants. And leading off for the Giants in the top of the 6th is Red Murray. 2-5 is a base hit by Murray, and he will steal second on the next pitch. So we got a runner at second, nobody out. Fred Murphy, kind of heartless. You're up 12-1, and you're still stealing bases, but we're going to count that. That might be something McGraw would do. He was a tough-minded manager. Here is Fred Merkel. 1-3 is a base on balls. First and second, no outs. Chief Myers hit .331 in 1911. 34 is a flat center field, 1 down. Arthur Fletcher. 4-4 is a base hit off a deep pitcher. Let's see. Single over shortstop. Murray scores, and Merkel goes to 3rd. It is 13-1 Giants. Here's Buck Herzog. He is 2 for 3, single and double. 51 is an 11. That's a base hit. Scores Merkel. Fletcher goes to 3rd. Herzog steals second. second and third with one down. Red Ames. Fly out the left. Not deep enough to score the runners 2 outs. Top of the order. Still second and third. And Josh DeVore. 42 is a base on balls. Now the sacks are loaded with 2 down. Fletcher's at third, Herzog at second, DeVore's at first. Here is Larry Doyle, the star of the game today. He is singled, homered, tripled, and walked. He's a double for the cycle. 32 is a 26. And infield playing deep with 2 outs. That's a ground out to second base. That ends the inning. 2 runs on 3 hits. It's now with this. Okay, 2 runs scored. Should be 14-1 because it was 12-1 when the inning started. So 2 runs on 3 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. New York Giants 14 and the Chicago Leland Giants 1. All right, Pop Lloyd, Hall of Fame shortstop, leads off for the Leland Giants. 3-4 is a fly out to center field. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Grant Home Run Johnson. 1-2 is a ground out to second base, 2 outs. And Bruce Petway. 2-2 is a base hit, 2 outs single. Petway's a fast running catcher at first base. There's Wes Pryor. 1-4 is a fly out the left that closes the inning. No runs on a hit. Bottom of the second 6 is concluded. Score is 14-1 New York Giants. Top of the 7th. Fatigue inning for the pitchers. Not for Lindsay. It is a fatigue inning. He came in the first inning. So if 3 bad things happen to Lindsay, he doesn't get worse. He's already a D pitcher. All right. Fred Snodgrass leads off the top of the 7th for the New York Giants. 2-2 is a base hit for Snodgrass. No outs runner at first. Here's Red and Murray. 4-1 is a double play ground ball to shortstop. A double play turn by Pop Lloyd. 2 outs, bases clear. Fred Merkel. 2-1 is a fly out the left field. No runs on a hit. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Giants 14 and the Chicago Leland Giants 1. All right, it is also the point of fatigue for Red Ames. 3 bad things happen. His grade will go down 1 level. Brett Payne leads off for the Leland Giants. 31 is a fly out the center field. 1 away. Here's the pitcher, Lindsay. Four-six is a ground out to third, 2 outs. And Frank Duncan. 1-3 is a walk. Frank Duncan, the leadoff batter, has been on twice, single and walked. Here's 2 outs, runner at first, Pete Booker. 5-1 is a, let's see, it's going to be an out. Tell you exactly what happened. Ground out to first base, who flips to the pitcher covering. 3 outs. No runs or hits in the 7th inning for the Leland Giants. We go to the top of the 8th. 14-1, New York Giants. Chief Myers leads off For the Giants, 36 is a 33. It's going to be a Y strikeout modifier, strikeout for Lindsay. One down. Arthur Fletcher. 2-4 is a swing and miss, strike 3. Buck Herzog. The 5 is a base hit for Herzog. That's the first nick against Lindsay's fatigue. Pitcher Red Ames. 52 is a ground out to third base. No runs on a hit. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still 14-1. New York Giants. Here's Pete Hill, the best player on the Chicago Leland Giants in 1910. 2-1 is a fly out to center field. 1 for 4 today for Pete Hill. Here's Pop Lloyd. Hill had the best season. Lloyd would have to consider to be a better player than Pete Hill probably. Fly out to left. 2 outs. Here is Grant Johnson. 5-1 is a fly out to center field. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Giants 14-1 over the Lelands. Top of the order, leading off for the Giants in the 9th, Josh DeVore. He's had a good day. 2 for 2 plus 3 walks. 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored. 41 is a ground out to shortstop. 1 out. Larry Doyle. 4-2 is a walk. 1 out runner on first. Snodgrass. 2-3 is a 28. That's a fielder's choice. Roller to the shortstop. Doyle's out at second base. Snodgrass is the runner now with 2 outs at first base. He is a fast runner. Here, Red Murray. 4-4 is a base hit. Runner goes to third with 2 outs. So Snodgrass is at third. Murray is at first. Fred Merkle. The GOAT. Not in a good way, but probably undeservedly thought of as a GOAT for a mental mistake he made. I think in the 1908 season. Here's a pitch to Fred Merkle. 51 is a base hit. So runners at first and third. Single to left field, 1 runner scores, the other goes to second. Unless he's fast. Murray is fast, so he goes to third. So Snodgrass scores. First and third, RBI for Merkle, and that's 15-1 Giants. Do you call that an insurance run when you're up by 14? There's Chief Myers. 2-5 is a base hit. Murray scores. Merkle goes to second. Giants have strung together 3 straight hits, and they make it 16-1 here in the 9th inning. Arthur Fletcher. 2-4 is a swing and miss, strike 3. So the Giants tag on 2 more runs on 3 hits. Bottom of the 9th. New York Giants 16 and the Chicago Lelands 1. Leading off for the Lelands is Bruce Petway. 5-4 is a fly out the right field, 1 down. Wes Pryor. 2-1 is a fly out the left field also. Rinse, repeat. And now third baseman Jack Payne. 3-6 is a walk. Lindsay's going to go ahead and bat. No point in pitch hitting, 15 runs down. 5-6 is a 34. That is going to be a Y strikeout. That's the ball game. Final score, the New York Giants 16, the Chicago Leland Giants 1. It is 11:36, and it took 29 minutes to play the game. Well, you know, it was 17 runs in the game. We'll see how many hits. There were 7 hits in the first inning by the Giants. It was over after the first inning. They got 8, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 21 hits in the game. No errors committed by the New York Giants. For the Chicago Lelands, they had 1 run on 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, and they committed one error. So Daughtry is a losing pitcher. Brett Ames goes 9 innings, gives up only 1. He's the winning pitcher. Let's see. Lindsey gives up 4 runs in relief, but he pitched the bulk of the game. 8 1/3 pitched by Bill Lindsey. All right. That's the ball game. Thanks for watching, everybody. Just an idea of how you could play it quicker. If this game was not played in a quick fashion, pretty sure it would have taken 45 minutes or so. And that's the way I usually play. That's the way I'll continue to play. I just wanted to try this once or twice. I may do it again the next game just to see if we get a normal game and how quick that plays. But 29 minutes for a 17-run game, that's not bad. All right, check out my Super Bowl preview show, which we showed live last night. I had special guests with me. That was Al Red Sox fan, Sportsman Z, and Anthony Cricks of Bleacherman Gaming, Bleachers Fan Gaming, and we had a good time. It went long, but I totally lost track of the time. We were having so much fun. Watch that show and see who we picked. You know who I picked, but the panel, you know, they may have gone with Philadelphia. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.